So fine against me. Hey, he wants a brotherly battle. Hey, let's go. And then when I win that United States Championship, ooh, double champ. And then when I beat K-Man, ooh, triple champ.
Damn, but that would never happen though. So like, damn, that's kind of tough.
What? Me winning the United States champion, or how fast me beating you?
No. You beating me in general. That's never gonna happen.
Bro, you saw that match,
Bro,
and I've seen your matches. You lost to Saint.
It's like a dream that will never come true.
Saint, I mean, not fucking called you Saint because that's how much L's you take. Sorry, but Jacob, bro, what happened there, bro? You had the biggest talk, and we're out the quickest one, the first one, and you can't blame Eclipse.
wait, did I hear that right?
Wait, Ninja, you like cock? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he said he.
I didn't say it was cock. Are you dumb?
What kind of cock do you like?
Are you dumb? Fucking boy's got dick on his mind from fucking that whole spicy cock shit. Frank, why do you have dick on your mind?
Bro, why did you say cock, bro?
No!
Come on, bro. You said cock,
Jacob,
bro.
here's at the end of the day, bro. You said you were gonna do something and you couldn't do it. I showed you who the better superstar is, who can actually take more, and actually be able to get a win.
I don't think you did win.
I don't need that W, boy. I'm gonna get me and Expert. We're gonna fight for that United States title, and when I win that shit, boy.
Lose again.
And when I win that shit, it ain't gonna be the United States title, no. It's gonna be the Canadian title.
You're gonna lose?
Shit.
Because you don't know what I might do to make you lose.
Bro, you'll be trying to scrub my ass like you were in the match, bro. Be realistic.
You don't know where I'll come from. I'll come from under the ring. I'll come from anywhere, bro.
I'll come from under your bed.
During your damn match.
I'll come from under your bed. You're just sitting there sleeping, Expert, you know, come in here quickly. You know, the ref's just there, and Expert, and then all you hear is 1, 2, 3! Good
You're like, what the fuck happened? You just got knocked the fuck out. You got knocked the fuck out.
Oh fuck. You just wakes up, I'm
hey,
naked, what you want?
He just said, hey, fuck you.
And then all you see is fucking, like, you just have a speaker in your hand and just fucking Expert's music. You're just like, here is your winner and still the Game 3 United States champion, Expert. Fucking, you know, and then there's just fucking kids that wake up. What is going on in here? We just watched your dad.
Yeah, we just watched your dad get fucked up.
Dad, I thought you said you weren't into men.
They were just wrestling. Go back to bed.
Yeah, we're just wrestling. It's I call this the penetrator.
It's roleplay.
Now, we should speak about that match though. Those matches. Damn, we had the first match. You know, it was okay. Be realistic. It was okay. You know, not a lot of heart, not a lot of soul. That's that. And then we had Fire Destroyer versus Marquise. Fucking clean sweep, start to finish.
Those matches were like excellent, except for the Jobber versus Jobber.
Then we had two jobbers go at it, which was pretty sickening in my opinion.
That was the shittiest
that was like watching
I've ever seen.
A 900-pound man trying to run upstairs.
Wait! I thought it was like watching GAM3R versus Chris Ambrose.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
That's pretty bad, yeah.
and then they both lose anyways from a count out.
You know, but now then you look at we start looking at good matches. We look at that, what was it? We looked at, what else was there? We looked at my opinion, my favorite match was the main event. People are saying it's rigged, but it wasn't. All men fought as hard as they could. And for some reason, Eclipse, Brock Pie, Chris Ambrose, and Jacob Styles were grabbing so much ass that night, nobody knows why. Maybe it was a tactic to throw them off and roll them up? You know, if that's you, you do you. But, you know, there was a lot of ass grabbing, nipple punching, and nipple pinching going on there. What else could you say about it? It was like going on Pornhub and typing the word gay in there and hitting search. I want to hear what you guys think of it. What was your opinion on the match?
It was good. We first see, I believe it was Jacob Styles getting pinned, and then there was Jayhawks right after that, and then it went, and then you see all these eliminations packing up, and then you see the last 3 minutes. Expert, Chris Ambrose, and forgot the other guy is, and Eclipse, and before this match even happened, it was Expert versus a masked man, and Expert lost. I know no one was expecting Expert to win that match. No one was. But the Expert is showing why he is in this business and why he's in Game 3 show, because he wants to show he's been in this business for so long, and he has finally won a title, and that's the U.S. title.
Now let's talk about the biggest moment of that match. Let's talk about the Snake himself. The boy who got so many eliminations because he snuck in and stole that shit under someone's nose. Chris Ambrose. Let's talk about that shit. He snaked Jacob Styles. He snaked Jayhawks. And he snaked Chris Danger all in one night. You know, that boy, in my opinion, it was a smart idea. But in the other way, he fucked up because there's gonna be repercussions for what he did. You can tell that right away. He rolled up Jacob, got the 3. That was that. Then it was Jayhawks was hit with a finisher. Then the Expert was thrown out of the ring by Chris Ambrose, and then just Chris Ambrose pins Jayhawks 1, 2, 3. Then the same thing with Chris Danger. He was hit with a finisher from Expert, and then he did the exact same thing. He got thrown out of the ring, and that's that.
When another match I want to talk about is Fire Shore versus Marquise, or AJ is mostly known. AJ and Fire are kind of similar, but when I see Fire, I see him as a great colleague of this generation.
Game 3, look at the message on Game 3 fam.
Go ahead, what were you saying, Frank?
So when you see someone like Marquise beat Fire, I think everybody was expecting Marquise to win that match. He just came out of beating Game 3 Alliance, Game 3 Alliance's Universal Champion Pikachu, and then comes into this match facing Fire. And everybody expecting Marquise to win, and he did win. And when you see it's big versus big, Marquise, I want him to think about him as a high flyer, tall man that's so powerful with strength. And then when you see someone like Fire Shorter, he is basically the great quality of this entire show. So I don't know. When you see that match,
I liked all the matches except for the Jobber match.
Like every match was good, but I didn't like the Gamer guy versus Abe. In my opinion, it was really, really boring. In my opinion, other people may say it may have been it spiked your interest, and that's okay in every way possible. But I lost interest in that match because there was
It was obviously gonna be Gamer guy losing.
That best part of that match was watching Gamer Guy lose. I agree. But I was bored halfway into that match because
I almost fell asleep during that match.
What I would prefer to see would be hey, we heard it here first. Chris Danger's finally losing that Game 3 Alliance shirt. But yeah, that's all you can say, to be honest, about that. All the matches were good in each way, but Chris Ambrose versus Brock Pike, that was a really boring match in my opinion. Same with that Gamer guy versus Abe. Abe did really well. He started doing some, putting some risk in there. But Gamer guy was just doing basic stuff from start to finish, and that makes you lose interest. You
in the
know,
match.
like
Yeah,
it makes you
I
think
feel like
what's gonna come. If this is
I
gonna
think
continue
Game
like
3
this.
Alliance did way better than Game Club tonight. Even though you see this big 8-man matches, this big 8-man match. But when you see last night's show, Game 3 Alliance, you see K-Man versus Saint. You see Chris Danger versus Masked Man, and you see Fire coming out. Like I feel like Game 3 Alliance was doing way better than Game Club tonight. But we
There was
can't
really no
avoid
high
what happened in
spots.
Game Club. We
There
seen,
really was no high flying anywheres. They didn't go off the
yeah.
top or anything, really.
Well, I agree. I agree 100%. You know, then there was that fight, the main event. There was high flying. People were putting each other into, throwing them into barricades, into the
They
steel
were throwing their
steps.
bodies on the line in that match.
Oh yeah, you saw Jacob Styles jump off that top rope. He may have missed, but the second time he got it, he jumped from that top rope onto someone in the ring. He missed the first one. Then he jumped, leaping over the rope outside the ring, and that was a good job. And then you had Chris Danger going up there doing the moon stomp. He hit 2 moon stomps on Chris Ambrose. And then you had Eclipse literally whipping people into the turnbuckle, into the ring, just all over. Their bodies were flying everywhere. You couldn't have
That was
stopped those
probably
men.
the greatest main event I've ever really witnessed.
That is the second match is the greatest match I've ever seen. Besides that Survivor Series, that is the second greatest match. Survivor Series match will always be top one. Top dog, no ifs, ands, or buts about
You
that.
see that 4v4 match, and then you have all those big superstars. You really, when you see an 8-man match with the Game 3 series was over the top. You see Chris Danger, K-Man, Lion, and Blade Runner team up for the first time, and you see all 4 of these great superstars. You have the leader of the Demons. You have a former Shield member of Lion, a former Yo Boy champion. And you see the Blade Runner that's coming from GXT, and he's showing what GXT can do by eliminating Fire Destroyer, one of the biggest men in the Gamer Club roster, and Chris Ambrose, a former Game 3 Undisputed champion.
Yeah, I agree. You know,
And
like, that Survivor Series match was like a lot, in a way, like that 8-man match for the United States title. All those men had a thing against each other, but some people put that difference aside to work together to work against other people, and that's what led to the downfall of Jacob Styles, Chris Danger, and Jayhawks. Those 3 don't get along with anybody, and it was just hard for them to team up with people they couldn't get along with, and that's why, in my opinion, they could not have won that match. You know, they did good. They fought till the end, but they just can't get along with people. So that's why they lost that match, in my opinion. It's sad to say.
When I feel like if anyone else was leader, like you see Fire Destroyer leading a Gamer Club. If you think about it, what if Fire Destroyer wasn't leader? What difference would that make? Because in my opinion, I feel Jayhawks let Fire get eliminated. In my opinion, Fire Destroyer was talking shit the entire time. So like, what if someone else was leader? Do you think Gamer Club would have won?
Like, in my opinion, no, I wouldn't, because they didn't have the teamwork like that we had to be, that Game 3 Alliance had. They were on each other, they were helping each other, they were doing all that stuff. Gamer Club was not on the same page that night, and that was that. Just like tonight, Gamer Club, the superstars are always on their own. They don't work well in teams. That's why that match went the way it did. Like, there was not more you could say about that match. Not a lot, but you know that those men fought as hard as they could, and that's all you could ask for. Like, what else could you say about it?
Like when you see that match, you see what's up. You see Gamer Club, you see people that are rivals. You see Fire Destroyer, Jayhawks, and then you see Chris Ambrose and AJ Jenkins. People that are not even matched together. We see someone like K-Man, Lion, 2 veterans of the business, people that have world championships. And you see Chris Danger, Blade Runner, Chris Danger, leader of the Demons, UK champion, former IC champion. It's like you see all 4 of those superstars, and you like see greatness. You see teamwork between them. Because Lion and K-Man have worked together before, and Chris Danger is one of the best technicians in the game.
Oh yeah.
And like
You
the
know,
teamwork,
he knows what he can. He knows what he knows how to get around things. But you know, at the end, he did try his best, and that's all you could ask for him. You know, for having the heart he did. You know, going on as long as he did, for the amount of men that were in that match that despise him. You know, what else could you say? From the start, you could tell he wasn't gonna win that. He had what was it? He had Eclipse that don't get along. He had Brockpie. He had Caleb. He had all those men in there besides Expert who had something against him. And you just to get one of them out, he had to do that at least. He couldn't have done anything else, to be real. Because there's that many men that really don't like his guts because of what he does or how he does things. But what can you say about it? What can you say? There's nothing you can really do.
Yeah, man.
Like, there's not much more to say about that, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's not a lot to say that you can say about it, but we can. I just can't wait to see the GXT.
Oh shit!
To come in the future,
I'm in a
you know.
match right now.
You know, and it's probably gonna be Vince being get your ass kicked.
Fuck you, bitch.
Ooh, it's Jordan Taylor. Jacob Styles. Like, out of that match you just saw, like, I know a lot of people would say, oh, they didn't do their best. They're just jobbers and that's that. Well, no jobber would put their body on the line for a match. No jobber. There was no jobbers in that match. Those were all people who deserved the title match they were in. And you know, at the end of the day, you may be bitching and complaining about, oh, I wasn't in that match. And the reason you probably weren't in that match is because you probably didn't deserve it.
The punch right through him.
Like,
the bulldog.
What the fuck are you on about? Fucking, like, there's people that were in that match that haven't had a lot of title shots. You know, there was Jacob Styles, who barely has any matches, title matches. Then you have Expert, who hasn't been wrestling for a long time. You know, then you have Caleb. You know, he has a few matches there now and then, but he doesn't have any title matches. Chris Ambrose and Jay Hawks, you can tell, right? And Eclipse. The reason they were in that match is because what they did on the pay-per-view. There was no other reason. There was no other reason. It's because the W's they picked up there. And you don't know what's to come from them in the future.
Yeah.
Like, what else could you say about them, to be real? You know, it was a good match, but what can you say at the end? There's not much more you can say.
Yeah.
Like, my opinion on Jacob Styles, you know, yes, he has some technique, but he doesn't have the heart. That's that.
100%.
And then you have what is it? Jayhawks. Doesn't have the experience, doesn't have the heart, but he just wants the title. Then you have Caleb. You know, what can you say about him? He's not the greatest. He looks ugly as fuck. What else could you say? Then you have Expert, who came back on a strong lead. Like, all the superstars that were in that match, you know, they
and then you have you have Chris Ambrose, really retarded guy, does not know how to fight whatsoever.
Damn.
Roasted, man.
This is a deep.
Wait for it. And then you got Gamer Guy, the worst wrestler in Game 3 history, can't even pick up a win over his opponent.
Damn, I thought me and Ninja were going hard, bro. Chill out, bro. Jesus,
damn, shots were fired. You know, and then we had a special guest appearance from Spider-Man himself. Ooh,
that was the greatest.
And then Spider-Man was giving you all a strip show. If you missed that, be sure to turn back in there and watch Spider-Man.
And his
his Spidey sense is going.
Ninja's face.
Bro,
shit.
He wasn't.
My guy just fucking DDT'd him right on the apron.
Like, you saw Spider-Man, you know, giving a strip show. You saw Spider-Man, you know, getting his spider on. You know what I'm saying?
His spider nips.
You know, you saw him playing with his spider nips. If you haven't seen it, you gotta go back and watch Spider Cop.
Guys, all this.
Sorry, you saw Spider Cop, you know.
It's on YouTube.
You saw the Spider Cop playing with his nips, busting a groove, you know, shooting his webs all over. That was a good part. If you haven't seen that or even seen the pay-per-view yet, go back and watch it just to relive that awesome moment between those superstars that put their bodies on the line. Like, you have to see that match before you call anybody a jobber.
Spider Cop.
Spider Cop does whatever a cop and a spider do. Can he swing? No, he can't. But he can drive really fast in a van. Watch out! Here comes Spider-Man.
Boy.
Pedophile. Pedophile. He does anything a pedophile does.
God damn it.
Swing? No, we don't. He runs a van. That is
God damn it.
And he gives little kids candy.
I can't wait to see what's gonna come up on GXT, to be real. Blade Runner, what's gonna happen with him? Is he gonna be the first GXT World Champion, or is it, is he gonna form a tag team? What's gonna happen? Or are we gonna have Lennox Pi Jr. over there, being like his daddy, getting injured over stupid shit? What can you say? I'm excited to see what will come from there, to be honest, and I want to see. I'm still gonna say it till the end. Miami and Pikachu, you better become a tag team.
Yeah,
you gotta become a tag team. That'll be the greatest shit ever made.
That would be a good tag team right there.
We're not gonna let the talk go on too long. We'll go about for like 3 more minutes, and then we'll say it's a good amount of time. Because we don't want to go this too far in, because people don't want to listen to it and stuff like that, which is understandable.
Also, guys, we're gonna spoil it. We don't want to spoil it too much. Let them go watch back and watch the whole stream.
Exactly. Right? You wanna. And we're not even gonna mention shit that happened in the match, because you guys gotta turn back and see what happened.
Go see it.
Yeah, you gotta go see how good that match is yourself.
It's better. It's even better than Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker, Brock Lesnar versus John Cena, Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns.
Exactly. I'm excited to see what's to come on GXT, stuff like that. But I don't know what else could we go into. We don't want to go too far in, because we want to make sure you guys tune back into that and see what happened. See get your opinions in there, see what happened.
Yeah.
Like, what else could you say, really? There's not a lot you can say. But all you can tell you is you wouldn't regret watching that GAM3 Survivor Series pay-per-view, and you wouldn't regret watching
and Styles,
that match you just happened.
Picks up the dub.
Exactly. There was some like John Cena shit going on in that shit. So you gotta watch. You gotta watch to see.
I picked up that dub clean.
Oh yeah, I agree entirely.
Here is your winner.
Besides that, I think if anybody else has anything they else want to go over, I think we could end it there. If anybody else has anything else to say about it, or any more topics they want to be talking about.
I would say congratulations to the winner, but I'm not going to reveal the winner. But the winner does deserve the title he got.
Exactly. He does deserve it 110%. Came back strong, and that's all you can say. So, yeah, all you can say is we do have an Instagram. It's game_show. Game_show.
05, I think. Yeah.
05?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll check to be sure. Oh no, I left the group. Never mind. I'm pretty sure it's game_show.
Wow.
It's okay. I got it. Wait. It's give me like 2 seconds. It's game3_show01.
Game_show01.
Yep.
Well, if you guys have anything you want improvements for the show, just go to that Instagram, leave a message and one of us will read it, and we'll do whatever we can to make those improvements happen. That's all you can really say.
Remember guys, GXT.
Yes, make sure you spam at the end of every video. #Jacob's a scrub.
Fuck you. #Ninja's a dumbass.